Okay, so we got our decorative blocks, glimmering flowers, prismarine, tiny potato. Okay. Huh, what could happen? Uh, okay. Oh, he's so in love. Yes, he is. Yes. Welcome back, guys. This is knotwork playing a little more Dark Trilogy, and I have been just completely involved in this Britannia mod. Um, I've got my setup. I like it a lot. It's a lot more of an organic flow than I had last episode. Um, I've made myself 4 of these thermalilies, and they have completely filled up my mana pools. I also made a mana distributor, which is pretty simple. It's just some living rock and some iron, and basically it splits your mana flow between 3 different pools. So I've got my one feeding my altar, and the other is going to be going over to here. This is going to be for making terrace steel. I was looking through the book, and let's get back to the beginning. I've got the basic stuff, um, which is the mana steel, which is pretty good. It's about the equivalency of iron, but it can take damage from mana instead of taking durability damage. So I made a little band of mana, which is just some of the mana steel with a mana rune, and that kind of I can throw it into one of these pools and hold quite a bit of mana in it, and then when I get hit, it damages my mana level instead of the armor. But I was noticing that there's something called Terra Steel, which Terra Steel is like the mid range. Um, the Mana Steel is the basic. Terra Steel is a lot more expensive. Um, we have to make this fancy little plate that we put in that altar thing that I built over there, and then power that with mana, and then Terra Steel is a mana steel with a mana pearl and a mana diamond. Makes one. So that's going to take a whole lot of diamonds and ender pearls to make a full suit out of that. But its properties are so much better that I think it's going to be worth it. Especially for when we start getting into like the Ender Dragon battle and the Wither fights and all that. Um, so I need to make this plate so that I can enchant it. I think I've got everything I need. Spent a bit of time making up a whole bunch of runes off camera, so yeah. I know I need the rune of mana, but I think I also need one of each of the other elements. Yeah. There's something wrong with my cat. Uh, and by something wrong, I mean she might be retarded. Okay, so this is all the runes we need. We also need a block of mana steel, and we need 3 lapis blocks. I don't think I enchant it. I think I just craft it. So, where's that in the middle? I think that's in the middle. And then this goes across the top. And let's see. It's earth, water, fire, air. So, earth, water, fire, and air. Yep, gives us our amalgamation plate. And this goes right there. So we have our plate. We have the pedestal that it needs to be on. So now we need to get our mana from here to there. If you can't tell, this is going to be a pretty heavy crafting episode. We need to make sparks. Sparks are kind of like a... get out of that. Kind of like one of these spreaders, but one, they can go at angles that the spreaders can't, so you can go up and down levels. And two, they look a lot cooler. So I think eventually I'd like to replace everything with sparks. But for now, let's just get 2 of them made up. Sparks are interesting entities created from a combination of raw energy and mana. They have the ability to be placed on top of a few specific mana containing or accepting blocks, mainly mana pools. So this is a way to directly share between pools. Some blocks have the ability to harness mana, but the uses seem rather limited. I'm noticing in the Lexica Botanica thing, this whole right now thing seems to be a pretty common trend. So that kind of tells me that there are plans to expand this mod, possibly soon. So I could definitely think of a couple of cool little applications that they could add to it. But for now, it's pretty solid. Okay, placing a spark on top of a pool allows you to remote access the reservoir. To remove, you shift click. Okay. So we need some gold nuggets, we need blaze powder, and we need the mana petals. So come back over here. We need a bunch of mana petals. Let's just grab a bunch of those. Grab a piece of gold. Oh, nope. That's for something else we're making. And let's make a whole bunch of these. And just dump them in here for now. So I made, attached to that, by the way, I have a floodgate. The floodgate basically places fluids into the world, anything that's pumped into it. So this little setup is containing the lava until the thermal lilies can suck it up. So basically I can just throw a whole stack of cobble into my what's it called, magma crucible or whatever, and then it'll just feed these. And because everything's chunk loaded, basically I log out, come back, half an hour later, and we're good to go. So let's see, I know I need 2 of those. I may have made too many of the mana petals, but I'm sure I'll use them in the future. And I made way too many, didn't I? Whoa, I got that recipe totally backwards. Okay, so let's grab those out. And there we go. You. So I've got a couple of sparks. And I want to use this pool to feed the altar. So this pool will feed this. Oh, that looks cool. So if I hold the wand, so if I right click, yeah. So it shows what they're connected with. So if I had a couple of these, I could slave all of them to one spark on the pool, and then it would share between all of them at the same time. So that's cool. So let's make some Terra Steel, because I know the first thing that I want to make with it is an upgraded mana ring. So we got to go back to basics, Terra Steel. So I need, what do I need? Diamonds, pearls, and mana steel ingots. So to upgrade the ring that I made, I know I need two of those, one of those. Let's just make a bunch of pearls, because a lot of things that I'm about to do involve making those. Oh, that was some weird lag. Okay, so I should be able to just place these. Do I have to right click? No. Done. Done. And then, ooh, pretty. Damn. Okay, you know what? Let's take off the ring of magnetization. God damn it. No. Okay, back away. But okay, do your thing. Do I have to click you like I did the other? What am I doing wrong? Let's set up ready to receive mana. Oh, it uses. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's see if we can make one more. Looks like that's going to use a whole lot more mana than I was originally thinking it was going to. So where are we at now? Whoa! Okay. I don't know if that'll be enough. Let's see. Can I get you back and move you over to here? Please work. Please work. See, I don't know. Yeah, it says it's sharing. There's not really a way to tell if it's working or not. Is that going down? See, that's not going down. I'm thinking that's not working. I think they have to be actually on. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you have to see those little blue orbs floating around for it to actually be functioning. How's that? Wow, that's taking so much mana. I might have to upgrade my thermal lilies. Get a few more of those. For now, we've got that. Okay, so let's shift click that, put you back here. And now we have some Terra Steel. I think we can just take off that, and we should be able to mix it with the Terra Steel. And nope. Okay, how do we upgrade that? I was just looking at this the other day. Baubles. It's the ring or band of mana. That's it. Using some Terra Steel allows you to upgrade, which lets you store 4 times as much mana. Oh, that's right. It's a mana tablet, not a lens in that. Terra Steel. Maybe it has to be fully charged and mine's drained a little bit. Let's see. You're accepting, you're sparing. So we should see that charge up. Okay. So let's try that again. No. Huh. What am I doing wrong? Create a band of mana. Band of mana. That's the right stuff. Huh. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm going to see if I can figure out why that's not upgrading properly. So I figured it out. The band of mana actually has to be fully depleted to be able to be upgraded. You can't do it while there's a charge in it. So let's pull that out. So this will hold 4 times the amount of mana that our old one did. So let's just see what that looks like. Toss that in there. I threw some more cobblestone in, so we should be getting some mana back shortly, because it's going to take a ton to get a full suit of this Terra Steel. It's still going. Still going. Wow. I just completely drained the pool. Wow. And that's barely even touched it. Okay, so this is going to last a while. May as well grab everything out of that one too. Because the other stuff I want to make today doesn't involve enchanting any of this. So, drain it out. We shouldn't need any more Terra Steel. I'll probably make a bunch of it off camera, just like I did the runes, because you saw how you make it once. That should be good. Let's put our ring back on. So, next thing that we want to make is going to be... not that yet. Is it under mana manipulation? No. What is that under? Nope. I can find it through here. It's a catalyst. There it is. So the catalyst is pretty cool. You can use it to convert items between different subtypes. So you can convert saplings from one type to another, or you can convert like lily pads and vines back together. So if you're playing in a world and you don't have a swamp anywhere near you, or you don't have a jungle anywhere near you, and you need the vines, you can basically just make them yourself with this. So we need a mana pearl, some gold, some living rock, and there's 2 brewing stands. I got the brewing stands. Put the other stuff in here. Mana pearl, living rock, and was it 2 pieces of gold? And this is the corners. That was there. It's in between and top and bottom. Nope. Reversed. Like that. There we go. So the catalyst is an interesting block because you don't actually see it. Let's dig through here. it actually goes underneath of one of your pools. Just like so. So now we can use this pool and we toss things in. So like this dirt, for example. We can take the dirt and we turn it from regular dirt into coarse dirt. So we can plant this and grass will never grow on it. I don't know if you can go back the other way. No. So it's just a way to get different things that you don't normally get. Let's get that coarse dirt out of my life. Don't need that. So it should have, yeah, so you can take rotten flesh and turn it into leather. You can convert the wood types. You can break down some blocks, so glowstone becomes dust. Nether quartz becomes, or the nether quartz blocks becomes regular nether quartz. This was interesting to me. I can take snow and make packed ice, or is that regular ice or packed ice? I think it's just regular ice. But it's a way, so if you're trying to get one thing and you can't find it. Okay, so like the puffer fish. So if I wanted to make water breathing potions, it makes it a little easier. I don't actually have to fish for them. All the different crops. You can unpoison potatoes, although why you would bother, I have no idea. You could turn blaze rods into netherwort. So like I have my blaze farm up there. If I didn't want to have to build a netherwort farm, I could conceivably use this to take half my blaze rods and turn them into netherwort. Easy way to get gunpowder. You can make name tags with it. What else? Slime balls and cactus. If you've got a bunch of gas tiers, you can make ender pearls, although way easier to get than gas tiers. Although I do have a captured ghast in a safari net, so that might end up having to add to the execution tower over there. So yeah, just lots of different things you can make with it. Yeah. And I wanted to look at this thing. We'll see what happens with that in a bit. What else? Oh, all of the stabs. I don't know if I'm ever going to use these, but there are some pretty cool little stabs you can make. Rod of the Skies lets you fly. Not that I need that with a jetpack, but if we were only playing in a magical pack without any of the tech, that would be a pretty good way to get flight early on. You can't hover with it, though, I believe. I think you can just use it to shoot yourself up in the sky. And it gives you feather falling while you have it equipped. But the Rod of Hells was the one I kind of wanted to look at. So we need some living wood, which I've got a bunch of. I know I need a rune of fire and a blaze powder, right? Yeah. So let's make this real quick, and then we might call this an episode. Got a bunch of stuff to do off camera to try and get ready, other way, to make the armor. But for now, Rod of Hells. Now, I think this uses mana, so that's why I wanted to upgrade my ring. So you can see the blue bar at the bottom underneath my experience. That is my available mana pool. So that's what I have in my system right now. So let's go find... Yeah, we'll go burn some pigs and sheep. So I've got this. And you click. Oh, you hit on the ground. Whoa, okay. So that makes a burning ring of fire. And then it kind of recharges. Now it will... Oh, and it cooks it too. That's interesting. It will burn anything living in that circle. So you got to be careful because you are also something living. So it will torch you if you're not careful. It's got a lot of cooldown time on it, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, you can't use it all in between. So that's interesting. Not something we would use as a primary weapon, but kind of cool. Um, I want to make all these rods more as decoration for the wizard's tower than anything else. Because I want trophy rooms. I want to have a room of all the different magical gear, and up top here, like I've got all my different armors on display. So eventually I'll have Terra Steel and the Mana Steel and all that stuff. But for now, it's just some basic armor. So let's come back down. And let me check the time. We might have time to make one more thing. So let me see. Yeah, let's make real quick. There's one other staff. Where is it? The staff of the seas that I wanted to make. Yeah, this is going to be a very handy staff to have. Water and a water bottle. So it's kind of like the staff of Hells, in that it's a single rune, a single element that it's using. But this one kind of does the opposite of the Rod of Hells. This one allows me. Let me just. What can I make? You know what? I'll break it real quick and then replace. So we've got our Petal Apothecary. We're working with it. We're doing stuff. We're making things, and we need to refill it. So we can just refill it. This thing will make a water block wherever you click. I don't know if it has cooldown or not. Doesn't seem to. Yeah. So that's cool because part of the cityscape that I want to build is going to involve a lot of terraforming and like diverting rivers around, which I've kind of been working on here and there. So this will make it a lot easier to do. And I wonder what this will do in the Nether. I wonder if this would count. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, for now, guys, this is knotwork signing off from another episode of Dark Trilogy. Bye, guys.